All right. We're live. There's no open.
No
Starting with
open.
finger
No.
guns.
All right, here we go. Boom.
Do.
We're live. Welcome everybody to Liquid Lunch.
Hola.
I'm not wearing headsets, so this is weird, and there was no open, but we'll get right into it. As you can tell, Josh is not here, but we have two great co-hosts today. One, Sydney Porter,
Great.
Southern Yankee, and Brendan, that I can't pronounce your last name.
It's Fruge, come on, man.
Fruge.
Not that hard.
And we are live at the Grain Cellar. How's it going, guys?
Good. I have a little cold, so I'm going to try not to cough a lot. Otherwise, it'll just be like a really loud interjection.
Okay.
But we'll refrain. I'll try.
Well, you got that. You got a little bass in your voice now. So.
I do.
So it's good.
It's much lower.
Sounds good. Good.
It's husky.
There we go. It's a husky voice.
All right. Well, I can't thank you guys enough for coming out and helping. We weren't gonna do a show, but without our fearless leader. But I'm glad you guys are here.
Yeah.
All right.
So it'll be good times.
There will be something.
Yeah.
There will be talking, and there will be beers. So
We do have beers.
there we go.
And
Can start from there.
yeah. And I do have a question for you guys. It's a very
dear.
important question. All right. All right, ready? Go, Brendan. It's time for your favorite segment on mine.
There you go.
On Liquid Lunch. What you drinking?
What you drinking?
Good.
Was that you or him?
Did the good. That was Schaumburg. I don't think
I don't even know
you
that.
haven't met Schaumburg.
No, I haven't.
He used to be a staple on the show.
Yeah.
Like when we
Oh,
first
Keith
started.
came back for his phone.
Yeah. So
Knew somebody left it.
I had to use my work phone to call out. I don't know where I left it.
if you ever lose your phone, the best place to lose your phone would be at the Grain
At
Cellar.
the Grain Cellar.
Yeah.
Because you could come back and they're not
Find
they're-
something else to buy.
They're not going to sell your phone
Get it hastily.
or take it or even like go through your pictures.
Come back and
I think I
miss
lose
something.
my phone like once a week.
Oh, so I recently did something cool. I have the Echo Dot.
Oh, jeez.
And I finally, after like 2 years of having this thing, paired my phone to it so I could say, "Echo, find my phone,"
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I
and
said
and it rings.
Because I always lose it in my house, and I never have it on. It's always on vibrate. So it's just like I have to have the house entirely quiet and be like, okay, listen for the vibrate.
We have the whole
Yeah.
house on Echo. We even have the Echo Auto on my wife's car.
Oh,
And it's actually
Dang.
pretty nice.
so does she mess with you? Like when you're at home by yourself and she's driving, does she like turn on the lights and?
No, we don't
Start
we don't
playing
have, like,
music and
lights
stuff.
and stuff like that, but we have multiple rooms and stuff like that, so I can be, somewhere and you can type out a message and it'll read it everywhere, and I'll mess with it
See,
that way.
I don't see now we can see the generational divide because I saw Disney Channel's Smart House where
Yeah.
the house went crazy
Oh.
and like held them hostage. So like that freaks me out. I don't necessarily need to have robots in every single room of my house.
Well, we also my brother recently donated a smart light bulb to us.
One smart light bulb.
One smart light bulb because
What
I
does
would
it
have probably.
do?
Well, it
Is
changes
is
colors.
that a clap on?
No, it's connected to the Echo.
Oh, okay.
It's funny we call it Echo. It's connected. It's connected to the Echo, and I can change colors. I can say
Okay.
Echo set light to blue.
That's kind
Echo
of cool.
set light to pink, whatever.
Yeah, like an
And-
LED light.
Yeah, and then I could set it to do like mood. Anyway, it's fun. I've got a living room. Set it to
Mood lighting.
Yeah, there's definitely some mood lighting going on there.
There we go. All right, well, what's the first beer we're going to try?
Speaking of moods, what are you in the mood for? All right.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Oh, so okay. All right. Sorry, Matt. Thanks. I fixed his audio. Brendan's mic was low. That should be good. All right. Danny Saunders is watching. Hey, Danny.
Hola.
We got your beers. Soon. Okay. I want to try the Three Floyds. I've heard
Let's do it.
I've heard
Three
good
Floyds
stuff.
is
We don't
really
have a
good.
bottle opener. All right, so let's.
I do not.
No, I'll get Brendan
There's
to get
someone
one.
in here.
Let's try this one right here. This American Solera.
It's a double.
This
It's a double.
double IPA.
Yeah.
Now, where'd you say this was from?
Tulsa.
Tulsa. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It says it underneath right next to right there.
I have old man eyes. I can't always read all this
I mean,
stuff.
it's a completely black label, so it's not
All right.
busy.
Hey, Philip. What's up? Philip is another rogue brewer. And he
Oh
should-
yeah, I'm from Southern Yankee. Hi. I don't know if we said that.
I think I did,
I don't
but
know.
I'll reiterate.
Oh, it smells good.
Three Floyds is a good start. We were going to start with Three Floyds, Danny, but
We don't have a bottle
we
opener.
don't. Brent, we're both kind of attached to mics right now, and when Brendan comes back,
I'm tethered.
above your head is an opener. Ah!
Hey, there we go.
Sounds like somebody's been in the store before. All right. Above your head's all right. Cool.
It smells real nice.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Look behind you. Thanks. Thanks, guys. All right.
That's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, thoughts on the beer. So I remember one time you told me that you can't, it's hard for you to sit as a brewer now. It's hard for you to like just sit down and enjoy a beer.
It is.
Because you're always
I
dissecting
can't
it.
really do it unless
Yeah.
I've had,
After a few.
post-work chug, right?
Yeah, after.
You're done, you have one, and then you're like, okay,
Yeah,
now I can chill.
we should have had a pre-show beer.
But
My bad on that one.
no, that's good. No, but that's what that's what I do. That's what we do. Even with a cold. So my flavors are not full up. My nose is kind of all stuffy
To
and
my
whatnot.
right is more. Oh, right here. Man,
There's so many.
I am surrounded by bottle openers. I don't think I've had this many bottle openers in my entire life. All right, let's see. Are we?
Very caramelly.
All right. For some reason, we are not on Periscope.
I don't know what that is.
So Periscope is the video version for Twitter.
Ah,
We broadcast, yeah.
on like
Twi-
so many things.
Yeah, YouTube and Facebook are our main ones. We're also on Twitch.
What is Twitch?
Well,
I'm not tech.
You were talking about this generational gap.
Well, sure, but I'm talking. I'm in the when it comes to using technology,
Yeah.
I'm at I don't want to change my phone because then I'd have to reset my settings kind of thing.
Yeah. So Twitch is like live streaming for gamers. So
Okay, I had a
So
friend
if-
in college who got paid to
yeah,
play games
some
and
of
get
those people
recorded.
make a lot of money playing games. So if you go
Yeah.
next door to Southern Yankee and you say, "Hey, what's Twitch?"
Yeah.
You'll probably get beat up.
Okay. Oh yeah, the gaming. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. They know. Yeah, we have a gaming arcade for computer games
Mm-hmm.
next to us. I don't really go over there. We actually just got a new shop next to them
Oh,
it's the CBD Shaman.
The
So CBD.
CBD.
So
I
yeah, Shaman.
don't
So
know what that
CBD
is.
oil.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay, all right.
It's just a CBD shop.
So Matt just said, "Do I need to bring you a bottle opener?"
No, we're good.
We're good on bottle openers, but you're more than welcome to show up because Brendan just took off and left us.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Yeah, he does that. Also, anybody out there has any questions for Sydney, head brewer of Southern Yankee, feel free to post them and I will pass these questions along.
I don't know if this is my favorite double. When was it canned?
Well, now
That's my next question.
in all fairness, and thank you again, Danny, for the beer. I picked these up around Thanksgiving,
Okay.
so maybe it,
Yeah.
could have fallen off a little.
It's a little bit caramelly. But I also have a cold. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I could be missing a lot of
Your tasters are down.
stuff.
I guess I'll say that for Brendan. I'll be nice. Matt said he was on his way. He'll be here in 5 minutes.
Matt.
You'll
Blonde Matt.
You'll recognize Matt.
Yes.
Yeah. Matt recently got married.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know which one you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah. I'm trying to keep names. I meet so many people that it's really hard to keep names in line.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, I'm awful with names.
let's call everybody Hun at the brewery. Oh shoot, I should have
Oh,
said that because
sugar.
then they know my secret now.
Really? You're a Hun?
Yes, I do the Hun. I don't do the sugar or sweetie because that makes me want to like punch people in the throat. I hate when people call me sweetie. It's just the worst.
I know.
Well, I don't call people sweetie, but like if a girl calls somebody sweetie, it's a little different. You
Well,
know?
sure.
I don't mind with
But even if women call me sweetie, I'm like, nah. But if a dude, it gets my.
Yeah, you're gonna get punched. That's how that works.
See, I don't mind when people call me sweetie. Especially when
I can't.
Never mind.
I can't do it.
All right. So you missed out on all the fun.
What
Yeah.
was the fun?
I was like, we were gonna start off with the 3 Floyds, and I'm like, I don't have a bottle opener.
We were
And then
well.
apparently, like, there's the world's biggest collection of bottle
Yeah,
openers.
right behind
It's
him.
literally right behind me.
Come on, man.
Well, like now I don't know which bottle opener to use.
All of them.
Oh, we got a special
Yeah.
magnetic one that'll keep your cat safe.
So
Oh man,
this one's cool. There's like 4 in 1.
just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
What's
I
next?
recognize that one.
We're actually gonna open the 3 Floyds finally.
Which
3 Floyds.
I don't know, whichever
That-
one. There's a wheat beer,
Alpha King or Gumball Head?
So
gumball head.
Matt says he feels.
Is it gonna have gummy flavors?
It's gonna be nice and
Gumbally.
Oh,
I don't know if I enjoy bubblegum flavors in wheat beers very much. I like more citrus.
well,
I'm
we're
more
gonna-
of
we're
a
gonna-
clove.
We're gonna find out.
Or yeah, if you get some clovey citrus, yeah, clove. I don't like banana and Hefeweizens. That's why. So today
I don't
Ben,
like banana in any of
no,
them.
Ben is brewing our Hefeweizen for Southern Yankee with our new intern today. I had him go pick up 10 pounds of oranges and 5 pounds of lemons to add to the Hefeweizen, so it's gonna be super citrusy. It's gonna be real nice.
See, I love the banana in the Hefeweizen.
Oh, gosh, I hate
I
it.
I'm
love
not
it.
a banana
I'm
fan.
very
Yeah.
I cool ferment all the Hefeweizen so I don't get the banana.
Now, I've brewed a couple Hefeweizens,
Mm-hmm.
and when I'm here at the Grain Cellar working with Preston, and we worked on a recipe that would made it super banana-y.
Mm-hmm.
It was a banana bomb.
You know
And
the
I-
beer that's the banana bread? The label with like a banana and a beer coming out of it. You see it in bars and they like cater it towards mostly women. But
Okay.
it's like it's
Well,
a Weizenbach.
I feel it's a little sexist
Oh no, it is. Well, I mean that's yes.
because I like bananas in
I
beer.
brought a Weizenbach actually.
No, I love
Just in case. I
Weizenbachs.
brought
We're gonna be
Primus.
brewing one later this month. Not this month, later next month.
We had leftovers at the BJCP class on Sunday, and leftovers get to get
My
taken
glass
home.
is much bigger than yours. Ooh,
So,
that's a lot.
I've never had
All
a
right.
good Weizenbach, and we had Primus, and that's such a good beer.
They're so
Why did you, I
good.
did get the small glass.
Yeah, well, I put 3 in front. You just grabbed that one. That's how that went.
Can you pour me
looked at-
some?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm tethered and I can't move very far from the.
That's okay.
There we go.
All
I
right.
get a whole lot of gum out of it, but
I don't either. And like I was saying, I got these in around Thanksgiving time. So I don't know if that may have something to do
Smell
with
the
it.
wheat. Wheat. I almost just said weed for a second. Yeah, lots of weed in it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's to each his own, especially for wheat beers. Wheat beers are already so polarizing that people either say they don't like wheat beers, which I think is a bunch of bunk, because if you say you don't like wheat beers, that's taking out such a huge amount of wheat, just a huge amount of beers in general,
My first
that it's just
Yeah.
Like, just keep trying. You might find one.
My first three beers I brewed were wheat beers. Because for the longest, actually, probably my first year of brewing was all wheat beers. Because
That's a lot of wheat beers.
well, I mean,
You have another
because
friend.
well, I don't have. For the longest time, I didn't have any fermentation control, and so it had to brew at room temperature.
Okay.
So wheat beers, I think, tend to they ferment
Or
at higher
saisons.
temperature. Yeah, saisons too.
Saison's like 80s.
Yeah.
That's a saison. I love, man. I've had too many people come into the brewery and say they don't like saisons, and I'm just like, you just haven't had a good one yet, because
Yeah.
they're so good. You don't see many down here in the south just as much.
Which is weird since we're a little warmer here.
Yeah, I would have thought that would
Yeah.
have been something that's just like all up everywhere. Join in. Let's get some more saisons on.
No, I'm a big fan, and like Julie was. She wasn't really a big fan of the first few she had, and then she tried some that she really liked, and yeah, big fan.
They're so good. They're like
They're-
saying you don't like any kind of IPA. I mean, that's cutting off so many different types of beers. I don't know. Or I don't like stouts.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's not do that.
I used to be the I don't like IPA guy,
Yeah.
and this was before we started doing the show,
Yeah.
and then I had Yellow Rose, and then I'm like,
Good intro
I
IPA.
love IPAs.
Hey, I don't like it. Sweetie's the worst.
You can sit
Yeah.
right there because
Matt is here. Yay.
because
Come on, guys.
because somebody else just took off and left us. Or yeah, you might want to get a glass, buddy.
Yeah.
Matt Scholars, everybody.
Yeah.
Sound effect.
Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's your sound effect. Yeah. We're doing a Hefeweizen. We're about to come in this next month. I didn't brew as much as I should have last month, so we're going into a big month of like half of our tap list is changing in the next month. So we're doing a big like overhaul.
Matt, can you do me a big
That's
favor?
a better way.
Scoot the chair. That's a little awkward one on. Yeah, that's better. All right.
Okay. Is that better?
You can't
Yeah.
whisper into the
Yeah.
mic. They can't hear you.
I know. I was the one that said that. Brendan was sitting
Well, then there
way
you
back
go.
there.
No one's
Yeah.
here to call you sweetie.
Yeah.
True.
How's it going, Matt? It's been a while.
It's good.
It's been
How
a
you
minute. Good. Yeah.
Quite a while.
I know.
Hello.
I've missed the last
Awkward
couple.
hand.
Yeah.
I've missed the
all
last
right.
couple of rug brewer meetings.
Yeah, you have.
I know.
You missed some good ones. You gonna be here?
I'm gonna be here Friday.
All right.
Yeah.
You gonna
Friday
run
is
for
mean
president?
tomorrow.
No, the last Friday, which is the
Oh.
Last
31st.
Friday of every month.
Ah.
You
Okay.
gonna run for president?
Oh, are we voting?
Yeah.
No, I'm not running for president. I don't think I'd make a very good president.
All right then.
At least you know yourself. It's okay. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
no, I got a lot going on.
So
feel
how's
that.
the brewery going, Sydney? Busy?
Busy this month. Like I was
Yeah.
saying, we were
What's
busy. We're brewing a lot. This week we brewed twice. I was supposed to brew 4 times, but shit happened. So now we're doing 2 or 3 batches every single week for the next 3 weeks. Or 4 weeks, I'm sorry. Because last month I was like, nah, people aren't going to drink that much. It'll be fine. We don't have to brew. No, they drank a lot more than I thought they were.
Yeah.
So we were a little underprepared, but it's been good. Ben is brewing. Ben, my fiance, he's
Right.
brewing right now
With Dean, right?
with Dean/Joe, whatever he wants to be called.
Jodine.
Jodine?
Yeah,
Dean-
so
Dean-
Dean Joe. Well, so
It's weird.
yeah.
Or you could say Joseph. It
Well,
just
so
depends
he
on how you wanna
introduced
do it.
himself as Joe to me, but Nick messaged me
And said Dean.
was like Dean, and I was like, okay, which one is it? And so
I-
he's
I
stuck
know-
with Joseph/Joe. So Joseph/Joe/Dean. That's the intern.
I know him as Dean.
Yeah.
I know who's
Whoever
Dean,
he
yeah.
wants to be today.
Whoever it is today.
Yeah, I think for school he's Joseph, so I
Yeah.
think that's why
think
on
that's
all
why.
the paperwork
Yeah.
he needs to be Joe.
Yeah.
So Joe Dean. I'm just gonna call him Joe Dean from now
Joe
on.
Dean.
Yeah,
Jodine. It sounds a lot
Yeah.
like Jody though.
yeah.
Or like
Or
Jolene.
or like Jolene.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Jody.
He can have a song. He can have his own
But
song.
I'm really excited.
Jody.
I'm excited to have him on. He's
Good.
not just doing a brewing internship with us. He's doing management internship as well.
Oh, nice.
So he's going to be working with Alex on some of our business management. But we have some big plans for the next 8 months / year. I can't tell you everything because I've been hushed. But I
What's
can
going
tell
on,
you
bud?
we're trying
What
to...
can you tell us? Yes.
I can tell you that we are trying to double our production this year.
Mm-hmm.
We are hoping to bring our beer to a new group of people.
Yes.
And
This may not sound good.
I don't know. Yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to do. We're going to do some really interesting stuff this year. We're growing quite a bit
We can move some stuff around.
for sure.
Are you bottling more saison?
Not well, I mean, no, we're not. We are going to be doing bottling though. I am. Oh, I'm very excited about this though. Next week, have you ever had a Baltic Porter?
Yeah.
I love Baltic Porters. They're so good. But we're doing a blackstrap molasses pecan Baltic Porter that we're aging in brandy barrels.
Check.
And
Check,
then for
check.
another barrel project,
All
we're
right,
going to do
Sorry, you got to hold it though. All right.
another
We're
barrel
good, though.
project we're going to do.
So, Sydney,
is,
how's the...
You can. Well,
tell us more about your projects.
that's
Yes.
funny.
Oh,
you
Jesus.
lean forward and you cover
Oh,
up Matt.
man.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. For reals.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. And then we're doing a tequila barrel aged lime goza for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
very excited about that.
I'm about
Nice.
it. I'm about it.
So you're averaging now like 3 brew days a month.
Uh,
a week.
Okay, well, not for the next 3 weeks, yes.
Yeah.
But it really depends. It depends on how, I mean, this month, obviously, January, everybody's trying to be healthier, dry January, and
Oh.
whatever else. But
Not
like,
here.
No.
okay, well, not
No,
here,
no.
but like customer base on the large scales. Most restaurants and bars have a really shitty
Yeah.
January. So we're doing a little slower this month, but
Yeah.
overall, last year we did about 500 barrels,
Yeah,
which is pretty on par with what we expected.
Yeah, I guess in
It's
like
a lot of beer.
Yeah.
the just alcohol industry in general, like January is going
It
to be
sucks.
like the shittiest month.
It is. January,
Everybody just
Yeah.
spent so
Where
much
did
money on
dry
Christmas.
January
exactly.
come from?
Christmas, New Year's, all that stuff, and then it
I
gets
don't know.
better around like Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when it starts
Yeah.
getting a little bit.
Well,
Everybody's
yeah.
like,
New
nah,
Year's
screw
resolutions
it.
start going away.
I'm gonna drink
Yeah,
more.
so
It just flip flops. You got to own a brewery and a gym, and then you.
You
There
just
you
open
go.
one and close the other, and just go back.
There
and
you
forth.
go. There you go.
so somebody gave me a hot tip. If you're ever in the market for like exercise equipment, you start
Look at
start
March.
looking around in like February, March. Yeah, because everybody buys all their stuff in February.
Gets it for
"Ah,
Christmas."
Yeah, and,
Yeah, and then they get rid
Yeah.
of it.
yeah, and they're like, nah.
I don't want this.
So I
What
haven't
am I
actually
doing?
been to the brewery since you had the canopy put up outside. I see when
Oh,
the
man.
patio was starting.
Yeah,
But
we
I
have
haven't
our
been
full
out there.
patio lined up outside.
Oh.
Our food truck is raging. We're hoping to get a Pizzola, which is a pizza person in our food truck. Probably in March because of these growth opportunities that we're doing this year. Partially just because we have, like Ben and I are going more in the brewing and stuff. Like the last year we've been doing about 2.5 days to 3 days of brewing and production work a week. And then the rest is tap room and pizza stuff. So like today I'm going to end this and then I've got to go prep the pizza truck and make pizzas tonight. Yep. Slinging pizzas tonight.
Yeah, I've seen you out in that truck sweating.
Yeah.
Yes, it gets a
We're
little
on
warm.
pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, it's fun. Switches it up a little bit, but I am,
It's probably my favorite pizza around.
it's so good.
It is-
I'm
it's-
very
it's-
happy with
it's
it.
really good.
The
Yeah.
worst thing and the best thing for a hangover, like heat and oppression.
Oh
at the same
man,
time,
it's, you
it out.
sweat it all out.
All gone.
Yeah. So like I haven't yet worked in the pizza truck with a hangover and I don't ever plan to because that sounds awful. But from experience in another business, so my first brewery I worked at, my boss, the brewer I worked under, he's the one who took me out the previous day and we stayed out until like 3 a.m. And then we had to brew at 7, so I show up and I'm pretty sure I was still a little
Yeah.
Drunk?
it's-
like,
a little bit.
"Woo."
it happens.
And I will tell you one thing: brewing beer, ripping hungover is one of the worst things on the planet.
I don't know.
It was
I do it every weekend,
the
so-
worst.
I think we've done that before.
It
right?
was
We do that a lot.
the
Yeah.
worst.
Maybe
Like,
not large scale, but we
Like
do it.
getting inside of a mash tun and scrubbing out the walls, like you're sweating and you just smell wort and oh man,
Well, I
it's
guess
just the
difference
worst. Yeah, it's the
between-
worst.
The difference between professional and home brewers is that by that point in time where I'm having to clean a mash tun, I'm lit again.
I'm already.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the matter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite safe. That's like
Well,
a good rule.
OSHA violations be damned. This is
No,
my
it's not
garage.
just OSHA. It's like, I mean, sure, OSHA rules, yes, but also like once you burn yourself with some 200-degree water, you
Oh.
put yourself like, oh, I'm not gonna do that again. I did that
Or
once when I
somebody
first
else pours it
started
on
out.
you.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I have a bad habit of being inebriated and grabbing
The wrong hose or
no,
something.
well, all the hose I grab are right.
Ha ha ha.
The
Dick
I
joke.
grab like pot handles that are are like skillet handles out of the oven or stuff like that. I have a real bad of just burning my palm completely across.
That's good.
It's real fun.
That's healthy.
Every time I do it, I'm like, I should probably quit this, and then I do it again.
Yep. There you go. Safety.
It's commitment.
Commitment. That's right. That's
Well,
right.
yesterday, one of your other rogue people, Cody,
Yeah.
was helping me out with the brew day yesterday.
Oh, that's right. He did say he was gonna.
Yeah, he was helping me out. It was easy day. It wasn't very complicated. We're doing a hazy, and he was wearing jeans, and I was like, man, you're gonna
Yeah.
regret that,
Yeah.
because it's a little bit more
72
moving than a
outside,
home
and-
brewing. Yeah, I'm like, you're graining out.
At
You're gonna-
at
you're
any
gonna-
point, did he just drop the pants?
No.
No.
He should have just
Nah.
cut him above the knee.
You should have brought him a pair
No.
of scissors.
Oh.
Cut him
But
above
that
the
was
knee.
okay. But we were just swapping stories of like horror stories of what happens in the brewery, and I'm like, yeah, I make it a rule. It's like no beer until like you're about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from being done.
Yeah.
Because at that point, there's not that much to be doing. You might just be cleaning, running some cycles.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
But like early in the day, there's too many wrong clamps, hot water.
Plus, I don't want to
Screw up the brewery.
You know, completely
Ah,
blazed at
nah.
8 a.m. either. So
That
it's,
is true.
you know,
I mean, unless you're hunting.
well, that's different. That's a little different.
You hand me that guy.
Did you get,
What's the next
Linda's
one?
beer?
This
process?
is a pale ale.
Yeah.
Pale ale.
It kind of tastes the same bubblegummy.
Slight sweetness and aggressive citrus
true.
hoppiness.
And you were right.
Is it
Munster,
aggressive?
Munster, Indiana.
Oh, I didn't say Indiana.
I thought you
said
did say
Illinois.
Indiana.
It was close.
Eyes.
There's also a place
apparently,
in,
Gumball
Lafayette,
Head.
Indiana.
Yeah.
It's People's Brewing, and they have really good beers. That was the first place I ever had craft brew.
Apparently, Gumball Head is the name
It's a-
of this
it's-
character.
It's
I mean, look at it. It
there's
has a gumball head.
It's a
I can
really
see that.
It's
Is that a
cool
cartoon
graphic.
character? All
Yeah.
three Floyds has
Yeah.
great labels.
Yeah.
Like their artist that works with them, it's amazing.
yeah.
That's the one thing that I've known about them forever is that all of their three foil labels are just the greatest.
See, there's some pickle beer there that I have yet to try.
Oh, I haven't tried it either. Good.
I'm gonna hard veto that one
because
in my
You know what?
glass.
because everyone else is like,
No! Damn.
oh man,
You're doing it? You have to drink the whole thing if
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna drink
what
it.
I'm going to drink, and then we're going to pass this around. What's going to
Well-
happen?
We have any water to clean our glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's in the fridge.
Oh man.
Scoot, scoot, scoot.
I've got
No.
this one in my glass though still.
Pour me some.
oh yeah,
Just pour me a little bit.
yeah.
I've had it a few times. I don't not like it, but I have the thought of it'd be easier to drain pickle juice off of Best Made Pickles, add vodka and carbonate.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Right?
I could see that.
It'd be easier.
Easier. Yeah. So for me, honestly, I don't know how they get the pickle in there. But I don't see it like process wise.
Right. When and at what point in time?
And is
Do you
it
not
actual
need
pickle
cooked
juice? Because that has
So
to
is
be
that
like
considered actually a beer, or is it considered?
that's
it's
it's
Oh,
a beer.
wow.
Oh no,
It's
it's
a
a beer.
Oh.
I just smelled
You
it.
smelled it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking. It's
tasted
so
it,
much dill. So I guess okay. So this is one of those things that they have done so well marketing
Okay.
this. It doesn't even
How?
matter.
How did they? It tastes
I don't
amazing.
know. You amazing? You
I
like
like
it?
it.
Oh man. Okay.
Okay.
What did I tell you?
Great divide of
You
pickles.
gotta love
Okay.
pickles.
You have
Yeah,
to like
and I love
want to
pickles.
suck on a pickle jar to
All
like
right.
it.
So
That's what
first
she said.
sip, I'm digging it.
Yeah.
This is what I said.
So I've had like pickle fucker a few times,
Yeah.
and we've had New Braunfels Brewing on the show before,
But that's like in a whole
And-
different spectrum.
and it's different.
I haven't tried that one
it's
yet.
diff-
Because
It's
pickle
different.
fucker is a Berliner
Yeah.
that they then add like,
Is it pickle
salt.
juice?
and I
Oh.
guess.
I don't
This literally
It's
Second
tastes
like-
like.
drink.
All
It's a
right.
little different.
Yeah.
Second sip,
Yeah, it's a little different.
different. It's saltier.
Yeah. So here's the thing: can you drink a whole 16 ounces of that?
No,
No.
no, I don't even.
Actually,
I might not even finish
I
this.
may not finish
By the
this
time you get to
either.
the
Yeah.
second one, it's like burned through your palate enough that it's not terrible.
And it's,
Well,
So for me, it's like this is where beer is. This is okay. This is theory wise. Theory
See,
wise,
third
okay.
sip, I'm liking it more and more every time I drink it.
Theory wise, I think beer is going into like two different places, right?
The
So
smell is
beer is going towards,
horrible.
long-term goals, sticking with lagers, Mexican lager revival, right? Think of the Mexican lager revival, or the I just want to try it because it's super weird
Yeah.
kind of crowd, where it's like they're gonna collect them all,
Yeah.
and that's these guys have
It's
have,
Pokemon.
have this, these guys have profited on that, and good for them for doing it. But I'm not a fan, and I don't know how long a pickle beer
Well,
is
you're
gonna
not
go
a fan
until
of the beer in
the-
front of you. Not
yeah,
the
I'm
process
not
of
the
gotta catch 'em
process.
all.
Sure, if you can make that successful, good for you.
Yeah.
It's a hard way to do
Yeah.
business, but like I'm
Well,
not
you
a
gotta
big fan of
continue
pickles.
staying innovative and
Exactly.
on top of the,
Yeah.
on the
I
bleeding
didn't
edge
hate
of
it.
things.
Exactly. Eventually, everyone will have tried the pickle beer, and they're gonna have to move
It's
on
really
to the
not,
next thing.
like-
no, I didn't hate it.
After fourth,
All right, I thought.
All right, I will try it one more time, but I gotta.
Well,
Good drinks.
the first sip is the best sip.
Don't do it.
It slowly goes downhill after that, but
It's a tiny amount. I can do it.
yeah, we left a tiny amount for you.
I'm not even. There we go. That's enough. Here you can have the rest.
Right.
I have. I've tried it once at Hop Stop.
yeah, this is
They
my,
had it on tap.
Did
they
you
had
try
they
it?
got
Or
a
did you
slim.
get did you get a
No, I got
pint
a
of
little.
it?
I got a
Okay.
little
You
because
got
I looked at it. And I was like,
a little Rick thumb out of it?
yeah, and I was like, I don't know about that. But I tried a tiny. Like this is more than I tried there.
Don't
Dill
smell
is
it.
the
Just
worst.
don't smell it.
Dill is the worst.
Well, you can't
You know-
make a garlic sweet beer.
Make
pickle
it
beer,
spicy. Make it a
garlic
spicy
sweet
pickle
beer.
beer.
So,
Spicy pickle.
I would drink a spicy pickle
No,
beer probably.
New
Maybe.
Braunfels
I don't know.
the
I
famous
can't say.
thing.
Coming
but
soon
probably.
to Southern Yankee, spicy
Probably
pickle
no.
beer.
yeah. So
Hard no.
So New Braunfels Brewing with,
Hard
the,
no.
with Pickle Fucker, they actually have a version where they have
Right.
jalapenos in
They
it,
have the that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
That's right.
and that's good. And then we have we have a certain road
give it
brewer
down.
that puts his own jalapenos in the Pickle Fucker, and it
like
smells
vinegar.
like foot and ass.
That's what I'm saying. It would be easier.
Okay. You prep up the next beer because I'm about to chug this.
All right, do it, do it.
Coming
Oh,
up
God.
next, we've got.
Yep. Nope. Not a fan.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cloud Brews Lee, a Mosaic Double IPA.
Ugh,
All right.
Oh, rinse your glass out. Jesus.
that's a lot.
Can you hand me that Nalgene down there? Dunka.
Once again, we need to thank Danny Saunders for
Danny,
for
you're the G.
for donating all this
Never met
beer
you.
to the
It's
cause.
pretty awesome.
I've been sitting on these beers for like 6-7 weeks now, waiting for a good time.
Waiting for Josh not to be here so you can break them out.
Don't say anything. I didn't want to waste all this beer on Josh.
Oh, good. We're good. Big glass.
He's on the
No,
plane
kid.
right now, ain't he?
Huh?
He's on the plane right now, ain't
He's
he?
probably landed.
Yeah,
He's watching in the
he's probably
airport,
landed.
being like, "Oh gosh, what are you
He's-
doing
he's-
to my show?"
He's probably landed. Yeah. No, this is more beer than like two of us can drink, and
Yeah.
and then Josh go to work after.
That's the thing. That's why it needs to be just It needs to be you two
Smells
start the show, and
Yeah.
then he leaves, and then
Who is this?
that-
What is
is that-
this?
Josh.
So
What is this?
Oh, this beer is.
So I
Bruce Lee.
First of all, good pun.
I know,
Good
right?
job. I like
Great
this.
name.
Puns are
Bruce
the best.
Lee.
Mosaic Double IPA. The revival of Chug Norris. Oh my God.
Chuck Norris.
Chug.
Oh, you guys have made me so happy.
Chuck
The
Norris.
revival of Chug Norris.
This
It's
is-
on there.
Oh man.
You've made it. You've made it.
Chuck
I love
Norris.
it. How literally if I could have my entire tab list just be horrible puns, it would make my
You
day.
could.
I know, but
there's
I
some-
get vetoed a lot.
It's called Bob's Burgers. Watch it.
I love it.
And
First of all,
do
I
it.
was Tina for Halloween. Thank you very much.
I was Bob and Linda.
So,
me and my wife were
hell
Bob
yes.
and Linda. Me and my wife, Linda,
Yes.
were Bob and Linda.
And second of all, there's no such thing as a bad pun.
There's some ones that are on the line. There's for sure that's like, I'm gonna laugh, but it's kind of a pity laugh.
Ooh.
You can smell the mosaic. Even with my cold, I can smell the mosaic, so I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's not.
It's all up in the nose.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a really good mosaic. Like, it's not piney or anything like that. It's like smoothie, fruity.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I didn't have a cold because that sounds really good, but I just get all the
It's
little bit of pine and bitterness right at the end, but the
Peach.
smell is really nice.
So
stone fruit.
It's soft.
Yeah, it's very
It's
soft.
very soft.
Very soft in the mouth. Yeah.
Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay.
Stone Cloud.
Stone Cloud.
Stone
That's a
Cloud,
new,
Oklahoma
new
City.
Oklahoma one that I
Yeah.
know.
So
Oklahoma's going through
Oklahoma.
a nice little burst
Well,
of new
what was it?
breweries
Renaissance?
opening. It was
Like 2 years ago, they
2
finally
years ago?
just did the alcohol
3
where
years
they could
ago?
actually have real.
yeah, because for
well,
the
no, so
I
that-
was
you can have
driving-
alcohol. So just like Utah, Utah like Uinta, was it Uinta? That's how you say it. Yeah, Uinta. I don't know, but you can
went to the
only
store?
sell 4% beers in Utah, but they make beers that are higher to sell out of state.
Yeah.
right. That's allowed. It's just not in
What
the
about like
So Oklahoma was the
Prairie
same
and
way.
stuff? Couldn't have Prairie Bomb up until 2.5 years ago.
How long has Prairie been open?
Longer than 2.5 years.
Yeah, so I guess they didn't. They
Or
couldn't
you
do
can
it.
have it on draft, but you couldn't.
I don't know.
sell it
I don't know.
production
I don't
or
know
something. Yeah.
Oklahoma law.
yeah, all their beer used to be like
I barely-
3.2%
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Hey,
like everyone
if you can make a flavorful beer at 3.2%, you are a damn good brewer. First of all, yes. I'm just saying, like if you can make a really good low ABV beer,
is that a challenge?
no,
No,
honestly,
Brendan does it.
It's hard to do. It's incredibly hard to do because you are trying to get that balance, and it's not just like a hop to shit kind of beer. I mean, if you can make a really well
I hope
balanced
it's not hop to
beer.
Off the shit.
It's difficult to do at a really low ABV.
Yeah. No, I was actually going to Oklahoma for a family
My new-
reunion when they were deciding to change the laws.
Uh-huh.
So we bought our beer in Arkansas
Yeah.
because my father-in-law was like, "There's no beer here.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
even find anything."
Yeah.
So everybody quit buying from the distributors for like 2 months because they didn't want that beer in there because nobody's going to buy it after they change the law.
Yeah.
So Prairie, they were basically brewing all their beer and just selling it out of state.
I guess
That's
so.
the question. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, no,
That's-
because they weren't selling it out of state in the beginning, right? They were just getting,
Right.
they were selling it, and then people were driving it to other
Right.
states,
What's-
which is
Well, they
technically
didn't have a
not.
distributor.
That is
Yeah.
nuts.
So-
It's a question,
Yeah.
right?
So I'm wondering if they
Yeah.
could sell it in a,
And it,
that's like going to a bar.
anybody
and
out
buying
there
liquor.
know
I
that
mean,
the
there was no-
history of
Well, they're allowed to do that, but
Alcohol
only
distribution laws.
Yeah.
you're only
in
allowed to have like
Oklahoma.
you're cut off at like 4 glasses or
Also-
something like that. I don't remember what it was. I have family in Utah, and that's how it is
Well,
in Utah.
Utah.
So I used to go to Colorado a lot, and like in the grocery stores and stuff, the beer was like low ABV, but you could go to the liquor store and get like the good beers.
Yeah.
See, when I was growing up, you
Blueberries,
couldn't go to the
sour
grocery
ale.
store and get anything. You had to go to the package store, aka the liquor store.
Uh-huh.
I said
Where'd you grow
package
up?
stores, Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Well,
Connecticut.
yeah, Connecticut. Yes, Connecticut.
How long have you been in Texas?
3 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know the pun as to why Texas doesn't secede?
What?
Okay,
Well,
why doesn't Texas secede?
I don't know.
Union.
Because Oklahoma sucks.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
All right, we got to bring a
Connected
map
to
up.
Oklahoma. Oklahoma sucks. Both.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. There we go. That's horrible. That's a bad one.
that's not
yeah,
good.
that went straight
That's a
over my
Texas
head.
joke.
That's
You got
not,
it.
that's
a
not good.
Texas
That's
joke.
not that great.
All right.
That was a bad one.
All right.
Retry.
So
Up next, we've got Martin House
Yeah.
Bluebird, which
Yeah.
is a blueberry sour ale, 6%.
From my experience, Martin House beers have been awesome or like,
Pickle.
Hit or miss.
like
yeah, they're either like they nailed it on the head and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
or they make
or-
pickle beer.
Exactly.
It's pickle.
Well, they've nailed pickle beer, so
Why,
you
still
can't
working.
really say they've missed
I'll
that.
get there.
We
I'll
have
get there.
2 of these.
Gotta catch
So
up.
I've really been wanting to go to Martin House. I haven't been to any Dallas area breweries,
oh,
but I've
A
so
lot on my taste buds.
really
all right.
interested.
So Danny, who lives in Wichita Falls, he was. I think they were saying that like it's actually closer to go to Oklahoma City from Wichita Falls than
Oh,
it
yeah.
is to go to like Fort Worth and Dallas Fort Worth area. So that's why he has all these Oklahoma City beers.
Really?
I think. Yeah, he makes. Correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, but
Blueberry's hard
I
to get
believe he
beer.
makes frequent trips to Oklahoma.
I know it's like 3 hours from.
Next time I go to Oklahoma, I want to go to more beer stuff. My future in-laws don't drink, so
Well,
we don't
That's
usually
good.
go on brewery tours and
Squares.
stuff.
mm.
It's a choice.
well,
That's fine.
My parents don't drink.
I have news.
When we first started dating,
I
though,
have news.
oh dear,
My father,
Uh
for the longest time, was a teetotaler.
Yeah.
a what?
A teetotaler.
Teetotaler.
No alcohol whatsoever.
Okay, I've never heard that before, but
never-
interesting.
you never-
It's a-
Okay,
I've never
It's
heard
a
that.
prohibition term.
because I was born in the 1910s.
Sorry. History.
Wow, you look really well for your age.
Anyways, my father, for the
What's your
longest
secret?
time, was a teetotaler,
Good
and then
potion.
here
Yeah.
recently, for whatever reason, started drinking wine again with my mom, and just recently had the first drink of beer that I've brewed.
Ooh, very nice.
Right?
That's very
I gotta
nice.
do
Start him off
He
with.
was drinking
I gotta do
wine
something.
the
This
whole
is-
time, and then
You
we were
attached.
over at he was over at my brother's house. I have kegs of my beer at my brother's house.
Oh, he's not. He's not in the image. Your leg is talking.
Oh, am I not in it? Sorry, I'll do this.
Can you see on there?
Nope. Scoot inwards more. You with the chair.
That's why.
Yes, ma'am.
This way.
Okay.
In the shot.
Well, now you're not gonna be in it.
Back it
Okay.
up more.
No, you're fine. No,
Okay.
bring it back to where you were in the shot more. No more
the
more
other
towards
way.
the couch.
Okay.
No, the other way.
What?
There you go. That should be good. There we go.
That was bothering me. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
now
Was
we're
I
now
not
we're
in
good.
the shot
Now
for
you're
like
good.
30
Yeah, it
minutes?
was just your legs
Sorry.
and your
Like-
voice.
Yeah.
No, but I was super.
All right, we're good now.
What did he have?
That's awesome. Yeah,
I
what did
made,
you have?
That's Strata IPA, actually.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You tried an IPA?
And loved it. Had
All
like
right.
3 pints of it. From a
All
man
right.
who his last beer that he had was probably
Like,
All right, much better. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Busch Light
There
in
you go.
1998.
classy. It's very nice.
Great, isn't it?
Yes, Philip, we do need a camera
That's
now.
awesome.
I was always for the longest time I was like, both my brothers brew.
Yeah.
We're, the younger generation is a brewing family, and then
Uh-huh.
mom has tried everything,
Yeah.
but dad's always been like. And then finally, for him to have a couple of beers, it meant a lot to me.
That's
you know?
awesome.
How many bottles of wine did he have before he had that beer?
Yeah.
But I don't care because that's a win.
No, my mother has had a few of my beers, but my father hasn't.
Yeah,
My parents don't
It's a
drink.
little more blueberry, but that's good. It's a good sour.
it's kind of a one-note sour. I'll give you that.
It's hard to get super complex with kettle sours. It is difficult.
Well, you've got to add like 5 pounds a gallon for a fruit. It's ridiculous.
I know.
Yeah, I know you know.
Yeah.
I know you guys know.
You and Nick.
Holy mackerels. Nick's beer was, first of all, delicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second of all, a pain in the ass.
Is it still on tap?
No, it went away.
All right.
Yeah. No, if it was still on tap by now, I'd be like, all right, something's wrong.
I was there on New Year's Eve, and you still had.
We like the next day.
Okay.
Well, we weren't there for New Year's Day, but the day after. It was like
New
that
Year's,
week.
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
We had like this much that lasted like 2 weeks, but 60 pounds. 60 pounds of frozen fruit.
I'd stopped in and got those 2 growlers from you, and yeah, that was like a week's worth of drinking because
It's good.
I mean, you can get-
it was
you can
solid.
get, like,
I'm gonna do
2.5,
a frozen
3
fruit
pints.
again, but it just uses so much.
you get like 2 or 3 glasses out of one of those growlers. So it was like,
Yeah. It's
glasses,
it's
I'm
2
like-
beers
yeah, it's 2 beers.
technically.
Well, it depends on what size your glass is.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm using this one, or
A
I'm
little
using my
more.
big one,
Yeah, a little more.
or my bigger one.
Yeah. We have our cherry snap on still.
I brought a PhD resistance if we want.
Oh
Uh-oh.
man.
What do we got?
At least it hasn't exploded yet.
It's
Ah.
Baba fruit ninja.
So it's a milkshake.
Yeah.
Smoothie style sour IPA.
Oh
have
man,
to cut
I've
this
had
one
that
with,
before. I
Berliner.
love that beer, but I can't really find it.
Well,
I've
it was
had
given to me.
a
Yeah.
couple. It's very thick.
It's very thick.
We had one at-
viscous.
So
we had one at one of the meetings, and we were cutting it with water and hop water.
Yeah.
So
well,
we could drink it.
So
'Cause you had to chew
that's
it.
that's the thing
Is
is,
it really-
so
really?
is it?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now I really want it.
You know how the
So
problem,
we're
like
gonna drink
what was it,
full-grown man.
405's
By
problem?
tubes.
Yeah.
The what?
40 was it 405?
Is that highway?
No,
Are you
no,
saying
the
things?
brewery. What is it? It's like a number. It's like 403.
Firestone Walker?
No.
903.
903? No. That's the
That's-
other one.
Oh, because there is a 903.
There's a recent
Where?
one. I don't remember. It was a recent one where they had been selling cans that
Oh,
said
I know what you're talking
8%.
about. Yeah.
And
they
someone
were
tested
miscalculating
it.
their worst beer blogs. Thank you very much.
They were testing it, and it came out to be 2.6%.
Yeah, because they were miscalculating the amount of re-fermentation that
They
was
were
happening.
adding most likely, in my mind, is they were adding the fruit into the fermentation profile instead of post-fermentation.
Right.
And so that fruit sugar was being calculated in the alcohol.
Right.
So they were like, "Oh, we're got this 8%
Right.
beer, and
Yeah.
we're
No
giving out this."
alcohol,
But the thing
you
is-
had
is
diabetes after.
They threw every brewery under the bus by calling it, saying this is a thing that happens to everybody.
Right.
I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Right.
If you have some regular maintenance and understand measurements, it does not happen like
Hold
that.
on. So they were advertising 8% beer.
8% beer, multiple. It's their
8%,
slushy.
and it was less
beer.
Slushy beer, yeah.
Yeah, and then so it was a lot. It was thicker like the Fruit Ninja, and so it was an 8% quote unquote beer that was actually like 3% and lower. First of all, if you have like 6 of those, how do you not realize that you're not trashed?
That's very true. And you're missing a foot all of a sudden.
That's a, yes.
You're blind.
Fact.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's
Fact.
how that works. You have 6 slushy beers, and you go, I gotta stop now.
Diabetes.
What the
Diabetes.
You got the beaties.
But I
Yeah.
don't have a buzz.
Diabetes.
Yeah, and it's just that really pissed me off because I'm part of the craft beer professionals page on Facebook, and so they were throwing people under the bus, and that's how you get more regulation.
Yeah.
That's how you get more people looking up all of your
Man, this is.
crap to try and get your numbers right. When most people do their numbers,
This is a 12.1%
Yeah.
ABV.
Dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Full-grown man,
we bumped-
because it is.
We bumped it up a little.
And it grabs you by the short and curlies. Imperial Stout.
I hate
Holy.
that term. It's really gross.
Oh,
It doesn't taste 12, I'll give you that.
No,
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't. No.
I wonder if it is.
Malt profile.
Speaking
all
of,
of it.
the one we had before this tasted like it had more alcohol in it than this one.
Well, it's just because
Yeah.
of how thin it is and
Yeah.
because
You're going
there's no residual sweetness in a sour.
Tups. I've only had their hazy IPAs.
Is it Tups
I'm
or
not a
Tubes?
big fan.
Potato,
Tups.
potato.
Well,
It's
you've
Tups.
been, haven't you?
It is
Oh,
Tups.
yeah?
Yeah,
No,
I haven't
haven't
been
been.
there,
I've
but
never
one of
been,
the
no.
guys that like is their biggest fan comes in every once in a while.
Is he a full-grown man?
He is a full grown.
Does he
man.
have a
See,
band
I
beard
learn
like
all
that?
kinds of
He
stuff.
does
on
not
this
have
show.
a beard. Huh?
I learn all kinds of stuff on this show.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
calling
Fun
it
fact.
tubes.
It's Tups. Tubes.
Mainly because of Wayne Tubes.
I work at Toops Brewery.
The Zydeco legend.
That sounds.
The
Ooh,
last time I
wow.
listened to him was when we were out in the parking lot right here having a crawfish boil.
Exactly.
Zydeco? You mean the music that everything sounds the same?
Somebody's trying to get shot today.
Yeah.
That's how this goes.
Did anybody ring the duct tape?
You got
Well, I
a
think you
soup
got
guy.
business to do.
Do your job, Brandon.
Yeah, do your job, Brendan.
Jeez.
All right.
I smell. It smells
Sorry.
like my mom's banana
Sorry, I
bread.
tried to. Oh, never mind.
It smells like my mom's banana bread. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I mean, I have a cold, but still, I mean, that's what. Like, shit. Let me take my glasses off so I can get it in there harder.
So you can smell it better?
Yeah, it smells like my mom's banana bread. Little like a little roasty and like sweet, but like spicy at the end.
This is really good, and like, I don't know. To me, it seems like all the stouts you find now, they're all like have some kind of flavor,
Yeah.
or milk stouts or something else
Yeah.
in the stout.
Hard chocolate,
not
you know.
just a regular imperial stout. This is good.
There's a lot of stuff happening right now. It's like,
There's probably a lot more going on.
Whoa, that wasn't me.
not me. We didn't touch it.
The sign literally just fell off the
Yeah.
window.
Oh, is it the open sign?
Yeah.
Oh, we're open.
But
I get
things are
coffee.
falling apart.
And then I get banana bread, and then it ends with like a wicked dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Like
the dark
90%
chocolate,
dark
the coffee.
chocolate.
I'm not
right
getting
at the end.
I'm not getting the banana.
Well, I'm getting.
It's like a
but mine's going like
clovey-
straight from like coffee to chocolate.
I'm getting more chocolate and not really cocoa nibs.
Yeah. Oh my god.
She told me the story one time. It's funny.
It's the.
What,
This is
cocoa
one of
nibs?
the reasons why I absolutely hate Untapped. It's because like these people that have no idea what they're talking about are rating your beers, and then people look at it as like a legit rating, and it makes no sense. This person put. I had a dark chocolate stout. It's called dark chocolate stout. That's what it was. It was a dark chocolate stout. She commented
You had it on
3.5. Yeah.
I've had it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you've had it. So
I've had most of your beers.
right?
Yeah.
So it was 3.5 on Untapped, but her comment was not much dark chocolate, just cocoa nib. Okay?
You know
I-
enough to say cocoa nibs, so you should know a little bit more about brewing than, yeah.
No, I mean, sure, I was like, you obviously somewhat liked it, because 3.5, sure.
Yeah.
But like, what? I still remember, oh man, right after Nick's beer came out,
Yeah.
obviously he was looking at Untapped at his ratings for Nick's beer, right? And so he would send me screenshots of the ones. There was one that was like, I didn't like it, too sour. I mean, first of all, it's a sour beer, so.
sour.
It's, one
there you go.
Sour was in like the
It
name.
says sour in there.
Yeah. Okay.
But it like he's just like, I don't know how you deal with this like constantly. I'm like, you just have to ignore most of it. It just doesn't make
You
sense.
don't even read any of it?
You don't. I check it just to make sure that like the general popular. It's like a good feedback, right? But like when
For some-
someone
from some
wrote
people.
like, we had a 1-star rating because she said that I didn't like porters. I'm like, then why'd you rate a porter if you don't like porters?
Why'd you buy it?
Why'd you
Why'd
get
you
one?
get a
porter?
porter? Right? Like, why'd you put it on there? So like, I
You-
take it with a large pile, like 55-gallon, like 55-pound bag of salt.
Yeah. you
Right?
can.
And so I was telling him that, I'm like, you can't take it seriously. And he just kept making like sassy comments back and forth. And he's like, these people are ridiculous. And I was like,
But that's Nick.
welcome to every brewer's life. This is how we live.
So Jeffrey just joined, and he's
Hello,
like
Jeffrey.
wondering, where's Josh?
He's
Well,
gone.
don't worry about
So you know, Jeffrey, we got
We
rid
murdered
of Josh.
him.
We fired
okay.
him.
Josh got fired,
Yeah.
and this is what's going to be from now on.
Took over.
No more Josh.
Not really though. You're
Every-
gonna scare
We might bring him
people.
on as a
No, everyone-
special guest.
Everyone sitting
Special
around.
guest.
Everyone sitting at this table has brewed in the last 5 months.
Year.
Has brewed in the last year.
Yeah,
Maybe 2.
yesterday. Yeah.
I haven't yet brewed this year.
I haven't either. I just moved. I took a little time
I've
off.
been helping somebody get their stuff set up, so I'm hoping to do a brew with them
Yeah?
here shortly. Yeah.
No, but I.
Cody.
Yeah, no, so
I
he
did
was
all-
with me yesterday.
I did all the electrical.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm
Did he
excited
get
to
his
come
setup
by.
yet?
Yeah, it got delivered yesterday.
That was supposed to have been delivered like 2.5 weeks
His
ago.
his brew house and his brewery stuff. It got delivered
It
yesterday.
was supposed to have been there 2.5 weeks ago.
Well, he still ranted about how he has a couple 2-barrel fermenters stuck in California. But I was like, long-term shipping, it sucks.
I think I heard that story too. Like about 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
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 Hey, it happens. Like our equipment was stuck in Oregon because Oregon shippers went on a strike.
Yeah.
And so it was like, it was supposed to get a month earlier. Luckily it didn't, because it actually worked out for us because we weren't perfectly
Y'all weren't
ready for it.
It'd have been
And
sitting
so
in the
I was
front dining room.
exactly. And so like it worked out okay where it was finally delivered right when we were ready to get it going. But it happens all the time.
I mean,
It happens all the time with
at
stuff.
what point do you say, screw it, I'm driving to Oregon and getting this myself?
That's what. Hey, that's what.
Cody said the same thing about his because his was stuck in Dallas or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And it's been there for 2.5 weeks
Yeah,
almost.
it happens.
Yeah,
Oh
you
man,
can-
it happens
you-
all the time.
I finished all that up right before Christmas, and he was like, "It's gonna be here Friday. It's gonna be here Friday."
Right before New Year's, I ordered a pallet of grain, and for me, I think they just didn't put it in. But the week after, I was like, dude, it was supposed to be delivered last Wednesday. Where is my pallet of grain that I ordered? And I've already paid for. This is like $1,600 of grain, right? And they're like, oh, no, it should be there. Should be fine. Fine, it's there. It just shows up one morning. I'm like, bullshit. You just ordered it yesterday, and it just arrived.
Yeah,
you
ordered
forgot
it yesterday
on
and
New Year's
overnighted it.
to overnight it, because I went and ranted at the company. I'm not going to
So we just lost a viewer.
say, oh.
Jeff,
He's no longer watching us.
He's not interested without Josh.
No, not without Josh.
what did he say? Did he say anything?
I don't know. I think he's got a man crush on Josh.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
No, he might have just hopped in and hopped out. I do it every now and then.
Danny is brewing Monday.
That's good. What are you brewing?
Yeah, what are you brewing, Danny?
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Also, this is something that I want to start. I want to start asking our customer base to see what they want to drink. Because I have the next 6 months planned. But pretty much after that, I have my seasonal things planned.
So,
But I still have a few
Open
empty
taps.
spots that I'm just
So I
like,
would
let's
like
fill it out.
how about a chocolate stout with actual chocolate and not cocoa nibs? Please.
Like baking chocolate?
Yeah.
There
I don't
we
know.
go.
A big
Baking
bag of
chocolate.
I don't
powdered
know.
baking chocolate.
Done. No, I'm gonna.
The Hershey's
maybe
cocoa
not.
mix.
Although I have been asked so many times for a peanut butter stout. I've never brewed one before.
They're good.
They're hard to do because it depends. If you do PB2,
You see that?
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to
oh
see
man,
that. No,
Hey,
we're
at least they didn't go
fine.
all over.
they are hard to do. So I'm gonna do a couple trials. And me and Shane, our only full-time employee right now. Shane, he's our bartender. He brews at home and he has the coolest setup. He's like 3 different ways of brewing in
He's
his
been
house.
with y'all for a while, right?
He's been here with since June. Yeah, since June or July.
I know he is.
He used to work at Woodson's, but he wants to do a peanut butter stout, and we're gonna do like a peanut butter stout challenge, and then our Mug Club members is gonna pick whichever recipe they like best, and then we're gonna brew that probably on
So-
our big system.
Tammy would like to see the jalapeno saison again.
Man, I knew someone was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Jalapenos are hard to keep in beer for a very long time. I'll do a pilot batch just for you, Tammy. I promise.
Oh, you got lucky. Danny's brewing an English brown ale.
Oh, I like those, but they're really hard to sell in tap room.
Have you thought about doing like a light?
A what?
Like a lighter
like
beer,
the ultra light?
light or something like that.
I have
Brendan made a
For-
Fruge light that was really good.
a very short amount of time, partially because we're not distributing,
Right.
right? And so when it's a different market when you're distributing. Like people that pick up 6-packs will get things like, Back Pews Hyperlight and things like that. Where if they're in a tap room, they're looking for something that's more interesting.
Right.
They're not just looking to cut calories. So it's a different way of
I was just thinking with
making your
summer
tablet.
coming,
Yeah.
that would be something.
Well,
to
so
go in
with
and
this
grab a
whole
couple-
seltzer thing going on and all this, which first of all, I've drank some. They're I'm not going to hate on them because I've drank it and it's not horrible, so I'm not going to say anything.
Brendan, what was Ryan drinking?
I had
Probably the White Claw or whatever.
White Claws.
Yeah, White
I mean,
Claw.
I hate to admit it, but I had a White Claw like on Tuesday.
Yeah,
I had
mean,
one
just
2 weekends
just
ago
one.
when we were hunting.
I mean,
it's a thing now, and it's something that I don't think is going to go away.
No,
I don't like the White Claws.
No, I've heard this.
It's the best one out of all of them, so you're not going to
okay,
like
so-
them.
There we go.
I had a friend who really liked them. She had a whole bunch of them. and
But I think I've only
was
tried like 2 of the flavors. So.
No, and I actually had to even break down and buy White Claws. We went over to a friend's house and like they were cooking, and I'm like, "Can I bring anything?" You know, just
They say White Claw.
yeah. And she's like, my buddy's wife's like, "Yeah, can you bring some White Claw?" And I'm like, well, first she's like, "Can you bring beer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And she goes, "But I don't want any of your beer."
I would have been like, well, then I'm not buying
And I'm
beer.
like, "Well, what beer do you want?" She goes, "I like other beer." And I'm like, "Well, what do you want?" And she's like, I'm like, "Well, what do you like?" She goes, "Like, I like White Claw." I'm like, "That's not beer."
It is a fermented beverage.
I'm like, it's
yes, but
It is a fermented beverage. It's not what we'd call beer, right?
it's more of
it
a
isn't.
malt.
It's more probably like a malt liquor, right? But it is not what people think is like seltzer, as in like vodka and carbonated water. That's
Well,
not
it's
what
pretty
any of the
much-
seltzers are.
But it's pretty much vodka with added water. You
It
add
is,
water
but
to
it isn't,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
it would
I
be
mean,
a different legal way. Seltzer
there's a-
is a fermented beverage, right? And
Which
so
so is vodka.
It is, but it's a higher ABV that they dilute instead of just letting it be at that ABV. It's a really interesting thing. Recently, I did a ginger beer, right? So we had a ginger beer. I love it. Ginger beer is delicious.
So
every time
A
I've had
dry ginger
the
beer.
guy that used to come here, Bondi.
Yeah.
He made some ginger
No,
beers.
I've-
I have one of his bottles still at the house.
I've had some of his ginger
he
beer
actually
too.
he made like a quadruple ginger. Like
Oh,
you
man.
might as well just grab the ginger and went.
No, it's not that intense. This is very easy drinking.
that's why I haven't
and
drank it.
very relaxing. But the thing is we would have it on tap, and people would expect it to be sweet,
It's not.
and it's not. It's super dry, and so I
kinda
literally just rebranded it as a hard seltzer,
Oh, and you probably sold the shit out
and
of it.
people love it.
Yeah.
And that's literally it's because expectations. You're managing expectations. You're letting people know automatically what to expect from the beer, and then it is a beer technically. And hard seltzer is a fermented. It has malts in it. It has hops in it. It
Hold
has
on.
everything in
Really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually hops.
I
in
put
the
some hops in
seltzers?
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, not all seltzers.
All right.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
not all
not.
of them.
I'm not saying on all seltzers. I'm saying in the one that we have on tap that I call a hard seltzer.
Yeah.
It's called a Moscow Droll. It's a ginger beer, right? But it's super dry, and so people didn't expect it to be like it was, and so I just rebranded it as a hard seltzer, and now people have that expectation and they actually
lying
like
to
it.
people.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. It's
She's
just
not-
rebranding.
She's not lying.
Every brewer, trust me, they'll
Oh,
have
yeah.
an idea of what the beer any beer turns out, and then you try and plan
it's
a
marketing,
stout,
man.
and it turns
heard
out to
you
be a brown ale.
You've said this before.
I
multiple
have
times
because
on this show.
sometimes you just gotta adjust to what you've made, and if it's still a good beer, just not what you were trying to make,
Exactly.
you just rebrand it.
So
There you go.
Jeffrey's brewing a stout and a porter this weekend. So you're
Very
two
nice.
two brews this weekend, Jeffrey?
Well, he's not like Josh.
Yeah.
And Josh, if you're watching, yes,
He's not
Making
watching. He's not going to hear that comment.
he'll go back
Yeah.
and watch it.
Stout and a porter. Is it a high stout, or is it going to be a regular stout and a porter?
So would it be an imperial?
Well,
apparently,
yeah.
Truly
Truly is a hard seltzer.
they use hops. in their
Okay,
seltzers.
well then
Yeah.
technically it's a beer.
Yeah. So you think they use hops just to be able to call it a beer?
Well, they don't call it a beer on
They
there.
call
It's
it a
called a
seltzer.
fermented beverage on the side, and they have it as a hard seltzer.
Oh, so yeah, Jeffrey and his sweet setup. He's got 2 fermenters.
I know.
So he's doing a 2 brew day or weekend.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Right.
Philip has promised to buy me one of the spike fermenter.
He promised to buy you a spike fermenter.
Hey, I will tell you right now, if you guys want to come brew a beer, I haven't used our pilot batch system in probably 6 months.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Come make a beer,
Let's do
and
it.
we'll put it in. I have a little glycol system for my baby fermenters.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
the little bitty one that's sitting there.
Yes, the little, it just hasn't done anything. I haven't moved it from its spot in a very long time.
So here, the Rogue Brewers here, we've got a West Coast IPA competition in
There you
March.
go.
March, yeah.
March.
We just started, we finally nailed down our 5th regular beer, and it's going to be a West Coast. It's
Oh,
our
nice,
Work Like
nice.
a Captain West Coast.
What hops are you using?
What hops did I use? I used, man, I have so many recipes. I don't have them in my head. What?
No, it's similar. Like, and I only brew like every so often.
Yeah,
and,
me too. And then somebody goes, "Hey, what'd you use?"
They're
in that?"
like,
It's
"What hops do you
oh.
use?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck."
I
mean,
don't
oh,
remember
shoot.
now. I don't remember.
Whatever was in my
If you
freezer.
come
Fine.
by, I have on my brew sheet, and I can look it up.
Pretty sure.
What was it? Einstein said that's why we have a calculator and a dictionary.
Yeah.
You don't have to have it all in your head.
Nope.
It's
Philip-
written down for a reason.
Philip just told me to drop it. I'm not getting that fermenter.
Apparently, you lost that bet.
We're actually getting a 10-barrel fermenter.
Oh, nice.
For
10 barrels.
freezies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a
What?
friend at Thielman that is. They are starting to get into fermentation. They right now have bright tanks, but they don't have fermentation tanks to sell.
So they want you to test one.
And so they want me to do some white papers and test it out and make sure that it. Yeah, come on in.
Come on in.
They wanted me to make sure like their design is really well and works well with brewers. I mean, fermenters are not super hard
No,
to
they're
design,
use
but
a
they
keg.
probably just want to make sure. So they're giving us a 10-barrel, and I believe they're giving another 120 to someone else in Houston. I believe it's the cider company, Houston Cider Company. But I'm very excited because
Will that fermenter
It's gonna
able
be
to
awesome.
pressurized or no?
what?
Will that fermenter be able to be pressurized?
Oh yeah,
So you're gonna
Yes.
test that out.
yes.
When you blow the side out, you're gonna be like, "Hey, look, you just made me lose this much."
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, if you make bright tanks, that has to be for
Yeah, exactly.
pressurized.
That's what I was
so,
saying. I was like,
I mean, at least they know that much to like pressure. But like, I don't foresee any problems. But I'm
"You
very
gonna put
excited.
that thing out back?"
Oh no, we got plenty of space.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've been in there.
this year. You'll just wait.
Oh.
This year we have plans to buy a 15-barrel fermenter and a bright
Wow.
tank, and potentially selling our 3.5 and
15.
getting a 7.
15 barrel fermenter. Mm-hmm. Gonna put some K Pablo in there.
Yep. Right now, I dedicate
Make some-
three of
make some
our
cheese.
7s. 3 of our 7s
So,
to 3 of the 4 7s to K Pablo.
Yeah,
we
when-
sell so much of it.
Well, that's the beer I took to when I went to Amarillo.
Yeah.
We went to
Make it every
Pondaseta.
morning.
No. So it's like a 9-hour drive.
That's a long time.
Julie
Yeah.
and I made it in like 13.
But how many brewers did you stop at?
A few.
Yeah.
We made a few pit stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a yeah. We dedicate so much to K Pablo that getting a bigger tank and being able to do that would actually allow us to do a lot more. Just a lot more.
It's a good beer.
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah, because you could put your K Pablo in that and then have those opened for
Mm-hmm.
other beers.
Yeah. And eventually we may be selling our 3.5-barrel brew house
oh,
and getting a 7 this year, potentially.
that's exciting.
Yes.
Is this
Moving
some
up.
of the news you weren't supposed to tell us?
No, that's the news I could tell you.
Okay.
I
She
was
couldn't
trying to
you
tell
other
us.
parts of
She was
news.
trying to tell us, but
I just figured after
somebody that was in this chair.
I figured after a few beers you're gonna.
She
start
might
telling
tell us-
No,
stuff.
I,
I thought
can't.
so, too.
Alex would yell at me. My brother would yell at me. He'd be like, "No." 'Cause
Well, I
we
mean,
have to finish out paperwork.
I mean,
and
honestly,
then
he probably
then you
yells at
can
you.
break the news.
then we could break the news.
Honestly, he probably yells at you daily.
Yeah. Nah,
Oh.
no. I mean, we in the early days, yeah, because we're siblings and that's what happens. But
But she's the brains of the operation now, so.
no,
No.
I,
She's
Like, no.
I make, and this is something I told everybody. I make the beer,
He does
right?
the front.
But if you can have amazing beer, right? But if you have a shitty business,
Yep.
it's still going to be a shitty business.
No
Right,
matter
so no matter what, you have to have both, or otherwise it just goes down.
Yeah, he
so
does
it
all
is
that.
completely equal parts.
Yeah, and if you have shitty beer, But a
then
good business model.
I mean, it.
No one's gonna drink it.
Well,
Well,
you can
that's
have
not
a good.
true.
You can have a good
That's
business,
true.
like a good restaurant, but have shitty beer, and still be successful.
Yeah,
So, Kennedy, do you still work on the weekends?
I do.
Oh, bummer.
Do. Why?
Well, because I'm free Saturday, and she was talking about brewing something on the pilot system.
No. Oh.
I'm telling you, I don't care. That's fine.
Do you brew on Saturdays?
No.
Yeah.
She will.
On Sundays, if you want to come and brew something on a Sunday, I'm in the food truck and I can bounce back and forth, and that's fine.
Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Solid.
Well, not Thursdays. I can't.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, totally good.
Oh, apparently Jeffrey's wife says I need a haircut.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of Just for Men, or just
Yeah.
go all gray with it or something.
Are you doing the 90s?
He's a skater.
90s
I guess. I thought I'd.
Boy, like, what is that?
I'm just letting
Skateboarder.
skateboard cut?
I'm just letting it go.
Yeah. There you go. I haven't cut my hair in a while. This is the longest it's been since like I was in 8th grade.
Mine would have been longer than that, but I had to cut mine for a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh,
For a
that
wedding?
was my own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your hair wasn't this long before the wedding?
It would have been by now.
Really?
Yeah, my hair was down to here almost.
I guess. You know what? I think
I got it cut twice. Once before, like
I think
2
I've
months
only-
before, just so I could see if I was going to like that style, and then it could grow out and change it.
Yeah.
That you might be right because I only see you in hats.
Ben, oh man.
And that's why I wear hats, because my hair's long.
Yeah. Okay.
Ben got out of the Navy in May.
Yeah.
Okay.
And wow, that beard.
Man, it got unruly.
Yeah.
My brother's wedding was in November.
Uh huh.
He didn't cut, shave, trim, nothing. His hair, beard, anything.
It was just-
Nothing. Just let it go homeless, like full homeless.
Yeah.
And in the late November, when my brother's wedding was, I looked at her and I was like, "You better trim that and get this handled by the wedding and our engagement photos." I was like, "That needs to happen." But I swear, when he got out of the shower, he looked like he was a guy that had lived in the woods for like
Just
50 years.
He went.
No, because his hair doesn't go down; it goes out.
Yeah. See, mine
So
would go like this.
you always
That's
saw
why
him
I
in a
always wear
hat, and it
Yeah.
just has a little flip
Yep.
right on the outside. But if you lift that hat up, it's just like straight up. And then his
Yeah.
beard was like, it was long now, but at least it's trimmed on the sides. Before
started-
it wasn't trimmed, and so it went out here like,
Is he going full blown ZZ Top?
no. Well, probably, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
She said no, but maybe.
No. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, I'm like, not out, but long, probably. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how, he's just letting it do its thing, though. It's all right.
So should we break into that Fruit Ninja without Brendan?
There's another beer here.
That's the same
That's the
one.
same one.
The same one?
What's the
Yeah.
Tups?
Do it.
Two
Yeah,
of the
let's do
same.
it. Just don't tell him. Don't tell him. He probably won't notice.
He'll probably hear it.
It might.
That's the Fruit Ninja.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's been getting a lot of hype.
Yeah.
I've tried it a couple times.
Oh, it's not nearly as thick as
okay.
the last one. No, the last one was like literally a milkshake. Like you would go like this and it was.
Well,
it-
so I saw a picture.
Did it bring all the boys to the yard?
Somebody yelled that one.
Of course.
I saw a picture of someone dipping their finger in, and then it stuck
Yeah.
to
Ah.
his finger. Right. So like, I'm like, that's not beer at that point. That's just a
Yeah. No,
smoothie.
that's not even. No, the other one was like a smoothie.
Right. This is a beer. This is a fruited beer. This is what I see. What is this one? What has this in it?
Oh, wow.
What is this?
A sour IPA.
Well, no, I know, but what? Raspberry.
Raspberry, blueberry,
Blueberry and blackberry? Okay.
I don't. Oh.
First
it's
of
right
all,
Got
sour
all the
IPA
berries.
is one of my
there. You want to put it up
things. It's a.
in the camera.
Oh, yeah.
What is a sour IPA? If it's just a dry hop sour, call it a dry hop sour. Because I don't understand the IPA part of the sour, other than the fact
IPA
that
is
trying
like
to
just
sell
a lot
it.
of.
But is it a lot? Do you
What is
taste
it?
bitterness?
No.
Is there hopsness?
No.
Is there
I don't know.
flavors in it?
You can't. You don't smell anything either.
right? So I've tasted multiple quote unquote sour IPAs that are just dry hop
There's
sours.
nothing IPA to this.
And for me, it's just like that's a marketing technique to sell more beers by calling it an IPA.
To get those IPA people to buy it.
Or people that just like, I like IPAs, but only sour IPAs. And I'm like, that's not an IPA, in my opinion. It's good though. This is yeah.
It's good. But there is nothing in this that says IPA.
This is solid. I don't like the thickness of what I saw and tasted before, but this is really nice.
Well, the last one when we opened it, it didn't even spew because it was so thick. And we poured it, and it was like...
It's like a milkshake?
It was like almost pouring honey, almost. It was like...
Wow, I've had this before, and I
Yeah.
haven't had it's been this consistency. It hasn't been
Yeah.
thick.
Because this is
But-
tasty.
Yeah.
This is nice. But the other ones that
It's
maybe
very
it's
smooth.
just like that could happen if you didn't remix the fruit in and kegged off
But I think
just
that's
straight
what
fruit
they were
at
going
the end.
after, though.
Why?
But I can't remember who it was.
So how would you make beer thick like that?
Just add
Leave the
fruit.
fruit in
Just-
it
just
and
keep
just
fruit?
like...
Keep at just like the
Fruit?
403 or 405 people. They kept adding fruit to it, right? And
So fruit, and it just kind of like dissolves and just becomes
it becomes
thick?
a slum, like a
Okay.
slurry. Yeah, a smoothie.
I did a raspberry whip. And I actually, after kegging, I still had like, probably about...
Bye, guys.
I don't know, about 4 inches on top of my sludge on the bottom. So I siphoned it out separately into another keg.
Yeah.
And I got a little bit of the sludge in it, so it was pretty thick. But after it set, if I didn't shake it before drinking it, my first glass was a slushy. But it was actually really good because all it was raspberry.
Yeah, it's just raspberry slurry.
There was no hops
It's
in
not-
it, so
Cornstarch. Jeffrey just said, "Get out cornstarch and make
to make it thick,
thick."
cornstarch makes the best gravy.
That's cheating.
Hold on, makes the best gravy?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't use flour.
You need to use cornstarch
Really?
or flour, but cornstarch makes it
no
thicker.
flour. Just use cornstarch.
Flour, if you don't cook it right, you can taste the flour, but you have to cook the flour to make it. Anyways, cornstarch in beer is cheating. If you want thicker beer,
Yeah.
mash in correctly. Sorry,
Make the proper beer.
just saying.
But yes,
Wow. Cornstarch instead of flour. Sorry, I got hung up on that.
and you don't.
I
use-
like gravy.
I do too.
Yeah.
And when my aunt taught me how to make her gravy, I was like, I'm in heaven.
Yeah.
So you don't use any flour, and you use a lot of milk and
Yeah.
about.
Milk?
Yeah.
Are you talking about white gravy or
White
brown
gravy.
gravy? Okay,
I
I'm
don't
not
like
talking
brown
about white
gravy.
gravy.
I
No,
don't
white
like brown
gravy is the best gravy.
Okay.
I don't like brown gravy.
What?
Brown gravy is good. All gravy is good.
No,
White gravy is the best.
white gravy.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
A thick white
That's-
gravy.
Yeah, that may be a Texas thing.
That's a southern thing.
Yeah.
That was the same in South Carolina and
My aunt's
Georgia.
from Indiana, and she's lived there her whole life, and she does not eat brown gravy.
Man,
And so she actually uses.
I grew up in Connecticut, and so like poutine navigated itself down from Canada. But I will tell you, really thick brown gravy on fries is some of the greatest, just deliciousness.
Now, brown gravy
saying.
on turkey is really
Yes.
good. Yeah.
That's the only time I'll eat brown gravy.
Brown gravy on turkey is.
You said you didn't eat brown gravy. Now you're going
Yeah.
back.
I don't
I
eat
can't
turkey.
trust what you're saying.
I don't eat
now.
turkey hardly either. I don't like turkey.
Oh man.
So this last year at Thanksgiving, I made gravy, and I made a gallon of white gravy.
You made
A
a
gallon?
Yeah,
How many?
For-
How much bacon drippings did you have?
No,
to do again?
okay, sure, but how many people for a gallon?
9.
Did they eat all?
For a
There
gallon?
was no gravy left.
I mean, I'm good for like a cup or two of gravy.
Yeah,
Oh my
me too.
God!
I can just drink the gravy.
Just a cup of gravy. Just,
And that's
I've never done that.
how
but
you have a heart attack.
Well, if you gotta go, you're going drinking gravy.
Yeah, I was happy drinking my gravy.
Okay.
I love
Gravy beer. Can you do that?
Gravy
I have heard. Okay, so I have talked about this on multiple podcasts because it's crazy.
What?
Dry hopping with full chickens.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Dry hopping, but not with hops.
But with chicken?
Dry chickening.
I think I've heard this before. Yeah.
I think we've talked about this because I've
Yeah.
talked because it blows my mind. But I've heard
It was like
a professional brewery putting whole chickens
Yeah.
in a beer.
During boil, so they were actually cooking them?
Dry hopping.
So they were already
So fully cooked
obviously like rotisserie
chicken, like rotisserie chicken.
What were they trying to accomplish?
I don't know. All I heard,
Better tasting
I
chicken
like
or a good beer?
Yeah, I think this
That would be a
Probably
drunken. That
not
would be a
both.
drunk chicken.
It was
Right?
kind of like a
Yeah?
like a medieval thing. They used to do this.
what?
Like they make the beer and they also have the chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, are you joking with me or are you serious? Like that's a fact.
I
feel like that's not a
think,
fact.
No, I think I've heard this before. The chicken thing is a.
I'm trying to think.
I think didn't.
I'm pretty sure that's called broth.
Ask that guy.
Huh?
Ask that guy, Brendan.
Yeah, Brendan. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him before I.
We need the human.
Salmonella.
Yeah. Well, no, they're cooked.
Salmonella beer.
They're cooked.
Yeah, Brigadoon. That's right.
They did it?
Yeah, they did the chicken beer. Yeah. Yeah.
I've had a tomato gruit.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
Hey, all right. Thanks, Danny. Have a good one. Thanks again for all your beers. We had fun drinking them. So yeah, next time I go to Wichita, if I'm ever up north again, I'm gonna go.
Bring some beers.
I'll stop by and like do another beer trade with Danny.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, he like literally he just. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be up there, and he's like, well, here's my address. And I like,
Oh, it's this guy. You were telling me about him.
Yeah,
you
so-
just picked it up on his porch.
yeah, that. Well, no, it got better than that.
Okay.
So I had beer. I traded with him.
Yeah.
I brought him well, because I had a crowler of
Yeah.
of K Pablo,
Yeah.
and then I had I think I had a crowler of Brash,
Okay.
and then I brought him a bomber of my homebrew, my coffee porter.
Okay.
And so he gave me his address. I got to his house, and he's like, well, text me when you get there. And I did. And I'm like, well, I'm here. And all of a sudden, his garage door opens. And I'm like,
There you go.
oh. He's like, yeah, just leave everything inside. And I'm like, all right, cool, man, thanks. And he calls me, and I'm like, well, thanks for the beer. And he's like, yeah, thanks. So
That's fancy.
they've been on our show before, him and his wife. They drove down to Houston because they were going on a cruise out of Galveston.
Okay.
And so they're like, yeah, we're going to stop by. And you want to come on the show? And they're like, we're going to be here on Thursday. I'm like, yeah, we'll come on the show. So,
Very nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. You good?
Yeah. Are you supposed to be working right now? Or are you working right now?
no.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I worked
Thursday.
Tuesday. I worked 16 hours.
That's a long day.
Yesterday I worked 14.
Okay.
So I worked 7 today.
Okay. Wait.
All right.
What?
Wait, what? How?
Wait, how's that possible?
7 today? When did you get there?
I woke up at like 2:30. I think I left the house at like 3:15.
Oh,
Ugh.
ugh.
That sucks.
Ugh.
I used to do shift work, and I have to I'd start your shift at like 4 a.m. It's the worst.
I make my own schedule, so if I wake up early, I just go to work.
Who wakes up at 2:30?
Yeah.
Like fully awake?
I mean, I wake up at 2:30. I wake up at 2:30, but it's-
I'm normally
Zombie
up by
still.
I
5 a.m.
I turn
every
over and go
morning.
right back to
I am
sleep.
Fully dressed, ready to do something. Even
Oh
on the
my
weekends.
god.
No.
I wish. I work late, so that does not happen. My usual
No.
wake up time is like 7:30.
Must be nice.
It's 9.
But I go to
If
bed
I
at
wake
like
up at like
11
7.
or midnight.
I normally go to bed around 10 or 11. But if I wake up at
Do
7:30,
you not sleep?
no, I don't.
No, I usually.
If I get 4 hours, I'm good.
Ugh,
If I get over 6, I normally
Oh,
have a
I'm not that kind of person.
no, I usually wake
Not
up
at
about
all.
9.
headache. Unless I drink very heavily the night before.
I mean, I work till midnight a lot.
So you should be up by like 6.
No.
Wow.
No.
God, no.
Like 9 o'clock or something like that. 8:30, 9.
You're still up
Yeah.
before most of the guys that I work with. But
Yeah.
they get off at like 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, whatever.
We have one guy that doesn't start till like noon or 1, but he'll work till like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. It saves me from getting emergency calls in the middle of the night.
I guess.
I mean,
'Cause
if
he's
you wake
up.
up at noon, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's fine. Overnights are the worst. It's that
Overnights are
2
the
to
worst.
like 3:30 period.
Yeah.
If you have to
Yeah.
stay up, it's just
So like at St. Arnold, they brew 24 hours a day.
Well, I'm talking. So when I worked at
Is it really?
Carbach,
Yeah.
I was on overnights.
Oh.
It's just the worst.
Oh, at least you're brewing.
No, I was in the cellar. I was cleaning things, pushing buttons.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah.
She was.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, but don't the grain pallets make for good bedding.
Sure.
You can take naps.
When I did work there, though, my immediate manager and I did not agree with certain things.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what? You moved on to bigger and better
I
things.
did. I did
Yeah.
move on to things.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
that's all right.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
good.
So show's
up?
over, I guess.
Oh, huh?
We can keep going if you guys want to.
We're hanging out. We drank
I
all
don't-
of our
I-
beers.
I don't have. Well, there's other tubs.
Well, it's the
Keeps-
same one.
It's a full-grown man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 12% one. I don't know
Yeah.
if I want
Yeah, I don't know if
another
I want
bit
any more.
of that. I do have to go function.
It's not a thick.
It's not as thick. It's actually it's nice. Yeah.
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 It's it's really
actually
good.
thinner than that stout
Not
you
as
just
thick.
drank.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Well, no, I mean
It's a very
it
ugly
tastes
color because you had
well,
stout
it's
left.
mixed with the stout. It tastes
still a
good, right?
Yeah.
The other one that I had was not great.
It was nothing like the
I've
one
got
that we
same
had.
one. Yes.
Yeah.
That was good.
It's like pouring honey and.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, that's it. I have no more updates that I'm allowed to say.
Okay. Maybe
On
after
air.
a few more beers.
On air.
But on air, at least.
Yeah.
On air, I can't
Oh,
tell you.
we're done.
Yeah.
Shut it
We're
off.
done.
How do you unplug this thing?
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Nah, let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right.
But thanks for inviting me on. It
No,
was a nice break from my normal day.
I appreciate you coming on. You and Brendan, who I think Matt did more than Brendan. So.
Yeah, I was on one.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Brendan did have. He did tell me beforehand he's gonna
Has to
stuff-
work.
He's got
Which I
he's
didn't
got
expect
stuff to
that
do.
either,
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
I was watching. I was waiting for Preston to pop his head in, and
Yeah.
there was no Preston.
Yeah.
No, I knew Preston wasn't going to be here, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just
All right. So I don't have outro music, so I guess I'm just gonna.
Doop doop doop.
Oh, there's no
Doop,
music.
doop.
If somebody
That's
wants
it.
if somebody
Oh,
wants
it's
to
all
sing
on
a
Josh.
song.
Solid music. Yep.
Yeah.
That's my outro
Thank you
music.
for watching Liquid Lounge.
All right. I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody for
Goodbye.
watching. Thanks everybody. Thanks for the Rogue Brewers who make up about half our audience.
If not more.
Appreciate
And if you're
it.
not a rogue brewer, you need to become a
Yeah,
rogue
you
brewer.
should
Yeah.
you should be one.
Homebrewing is fun.
Yeah, homebrewing is great.
And
Everybody
you get
tell
to meet lovely people like Sydney here.
everybody tell Josh that homebrewing is great.
Tell Josh he needs to homebrew.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
And that doesn't mean go brew at a brewery, Josh. That's not homebrew.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to go brew at Bearded Fox.
Okay.
He's like,
Like brew professionally or just like have a brew day?
No, they're
no,
brew
he,
day.
he was
Oh, okay.
he was gonna go brew with their brewers, and
Are we off?
he's like, yeah, I'm gonna homebrew.
No, I don't know if we're off or not.
No.
Are we off? Hi. Are we
No,
still here?
yeah, we're still off.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Wait,
everybody.
Bye.
Hip hop hooray! Hooray for beer! Liquid lunch.